All right, folks, today is video 1 in a video series about Python Folium. We'll start with gathering a dataset, creating a simple map using Python Folium's documentation, testing a few scenarios, and ultimately working our way through some of the plugins that are available. Let's get to it. So the first thing we'll need to do is import our libraries. We'll be using pandas and Folium. So you can hit Shift plus Enter to run the cell. Then the next thing we need to do is create a pandas data frame. So first we'll define a file location. We'll name the variable input data. And then I've got a CSV file that I'll copy and paste at that location. And we'll change all of the backslashes to forward slashes because Python can have an issue with just single backslashes. And we'll resolve that by removing that as something that can be a problem. And then we'll create our data frame. We'll name it df for data frame, and then we'll use the pandas.readCSV function, and we'll input our input data there and run that. That's going to take a minute or two to run. When a panda cell is running, there will be an asterisk there. It'll turn into a number when the cell is done running. All right, so our data frame is loaded. Let's take a look at the data. We'll use the .head function to view the first 5 rows. And I made a mistake here. I needed to use df instead of pd as our reference there, so I'll change that back. And take a look at our table. Some things to notice: primary type, the date, and importantly, our latitude and longitude. These ones are empty, and we're going to want some ones that actually have a value for those. So let's check the end of our data frame by using the .tel function. When we do that, you'll see that we have some values, and so we'll reference this a bit later, but first we're going to just create a Folium map. Jumping down to the Folium map, how do we make a Folium map? Let's check the documentation and see. Here's the getting started page. We need to install Folium, which I've already done. We'll scroll down to creating a map, and we need to import Folium, which we've done, and then make a map variable with our location. So let's go ahead and copy and paste. Copy and paste that into our Jupyter notebook for reference. We actually want to use a different latitude and longitude. Our data set's from Chicago. We'll just Google Chicago lat long, copy and paste that into our notebook so we have it for reference as a comment, and replace the latitude there, then replace the longitude. We want to keep the negative sign because the negative sign means it's on the west, and our coordinate is a west longitude. And then we'll run that cell, and then we'll just simply use the m variable and run that cell to view the map. So as you can see, we have a simple map. You can zoom in and out using your mouse scroll wheel or the buttons. That's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we'll add a single point, add 5 points, and then add all the points from our data set, and we'll see if we encounter any problems along the way and how to resolve those. Thanks for joining me, and see you on the next one.